Alright, it's June 4th, 2011, and we're going to do a CPR Playfield swap of a Flight 2000, and here's some documentation to show you what we did. Here's the game itself. Steve brought it up from Parkersburg. Got us a pretty good example to work with, and looking forward to getting started. The first thing that we wanted to do was print out a sheet from the manual that shows the Playfield layout, and we're going to label all our screws and whatnot, but that's too small for our eyes, so went to FedEx Kinko's and made our 8.5 sheet by 11 all of a sudden blown up to, well, about 4 feet wide, which gives us plenty of place just to put our screws. We'll mount this to a cardboard back, and life will be a lot easier for us, and I highly recommend it. To scale, here's what we're looking at. From that to that. Okay, part two is we're putting together the mobile rotisserie, which we purchased at Allentown. Looks like it'll be very sturdy and help us on our mission. Steve is assembling without the use of directions because we're men, but we'll get it together and we'll show you how that goes shortly. But this is the mobile rotisserie. The next stage of our assembly of our reconfigured garment rack, which will soon be our Playfield rotisserie. Appears to be made of very good quality. Seems like everything's heavy, solid, well thought out. Looking forward to putting this into action.
If it goes so far and it spins that rod, that's as far as it will go. Yeah, I think we're all pretty tight now. Well, yeah. Alright.
And moving on. Here is the fully assembled version of the rotisserie, which we'll be employing. Took about 10 minutes to put together, and looks like it's going to do us well. It comes with these clamps to clamp down the Playfield, and if you need to adjust the height, this adjusts up and down, and this just in and out depending on the size of your Playfield. This is going to be of great help to us. Now, this is the game that's being replaced with quite a bit of wear around the bonus, some cracked plastics. Generally, you could use it, but we're going to put a brand spanking new one in. All right, we're going to move on to the next step. We got sidetracked and didn't tape any of this, but so every single bulb burns in this game. Every single GI and Playfield or MPU driven light works. The game works 100%. That way, when we put it on the new one, we'll know if there's a problem. So now we're getting ready to put the old Playfield up on said rotisserie for the purposes of taking apart the Playfield. Alright, we have mounted the Playfield on said rotisserie, I can't talk. Does a really nice job, holds everything in place. We're systematically removing the plastics and the screws, and we have nice little glad baggies to put all the parts in so that we don't lose them, like here. These are just different Playfield parts where I've taped the screws in place, so when we go back to put them on, they'll be the right screws in the right place, and we will continue removing the old parts off of the Playfield. Once we get all that done, we'll be firing up the tumbler and putting pieces in there, but there we are for now. Alright, we have removed the plastics, leaving just some more hardware And we want to take good pictures to know where everything's supposed to go. And before anyone freaks out, we understand that the spinners aren't right. They're not the correct spinners, but we will put correct spinners on them when the time comes. But we'll take good pictures so we'll know, get the proper screw heights, and if there's any differences in the red posts, and we just want to get it back just right because bad things can happen otherwise. Time for a little bit of an update. What we've done so far is take this Playfield chart that we got from Kinko's. It was about $4 to make the 8.5 11. It's about 4 feet now. It's really helpful. Now at the bottom we've made a little key in my chicken scratch, but it shows us we've got Phillips head wood screw, or a metal post wood screw, or a hex head wood screw, or a machine screw, and we're going back up under each post, showing you the little key that we've got. That's a number 3, which is a yellow, which is metal post wood screw, so that we can't screw it up later. And the TPs you see everywhere are telling us those are tall red posts. There'll be places where there are some shorter ones, but this is our literally our key to success of getting things back on when the time comes.